Okay. Alright. Kill that. There we go. Hello, folks. Hope you're all doing well. I didn't know what to call the stream. I just didn't know. I didn't know what to call the stream, so I just went with I love Centaurs, because I do. And we were talking about that earlier, me and a buddy of mine, so. So, yes, I love Centaurs. There you go. that is the moral takeaway today. When you feel down, just remember, Raven loves Centaurs. There you go. Yeah, I'd said that I would stream if I got back early from Bible study, and I got back a little early. We won't go long. We will not go long at all. Maybe an hour and a half. Maybe. That's why I'm not going to invite anyone on. I'm just going to be playing a few matches, kill some time, have some fun. Hey, Raven, the short version why Games Workshop is removing Yanari from the narrative is so Space Wolves and Dark Angels, to give Space Wolves and Dark Angels some love. Why would they want to give Space Wolves any more love than they already do? And give Dark Angels some love? What love? And why do you need to remove a whole faction just to give another faction love? That's stupid. Alright. Battle Pass reminder. You better finish that Battle Pass. I've already finished it. We're good. Alright, what are my orders? I gotta do a strong. I gotta kill 4 more people as a heavy. I gotta play as anything but a vanguard. And I gotta get some medic orders done. Alright. Then in that case, we're taking Jurin out to play. Hey, what's up, Rain Check? How you doing? It's our favorite content creator. What? Havoc isn't here? Havoc isn't here, and if he is, he hasn't said anything. What do you mean favorite content creator? Wait, who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Oh no, it's an Akatsuki Jurin. Ugh. Actually, the Akatsuki were kind of cool. Some of the Akatsuki were cool. Some of the Akatsuki were cool. So let's see. Nagato was pretty cool. I like Nagato. He was cool. Conan was cool. The only chick in the group, actually, which I found kind of funny. Itachi was the only redeemable Uchiha, so I'll count him. Kisame was kind of goated. A shark man. I'm all about the shark dudes, you know. Zetsu was annoying. I never liked him. Just this giant Venus flytrap dude who did nothing. Toby or Obito, whatever you want to call him, was also annoying. Hated him. Deidara I was convinced was a girl for a while when I was reading the manga. Then I was like, oh wait, no, you're a guy? What? Hold on, really? So, Deidara, not a big fan. Sasori was lame. He just died right after being introduced. Kind of a loser, really. Kakazu was kind of neat, but I was more in love with the meme of him loving money more than anything. I identified him with Mr. Krabs. Then Hedon could have been cool, but he just had too much of a potty mouth. Like, he swore way too much, which was kind of annoying. Am I missing anyone? I feel like oh yeah, then Sasuke and his group became Akatsuki members for a little while, and just so much fun that was. Haven't played For Honor in ages and never tried Sohei. How does what? How does what? Hey Raven, 40k question. What's the lore behind the Blood Dragons and the Blood Angels? I don't know much about the Blood Dragons, but the Blood Angels, there's a lot about the Blood Angels. They're the sons of Sanguinius. They are one of the original legions. This raider wants to challenge me. All right, bro. We can fight. Why did you not go for the heavy?
That's your kill, bro. I want to go steal your kill.
Oh, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. There's a G right there. That's a G right there. That Medjai's my boy. Everybody, round of applause for that Medjai in chat. Everybody, round of applause for that Medjai in chat. That was cool. That was cool. What a Chad. What a Giga Chad, that Medjai. Ooh, he read me.
Fuck is he saying Warfare like he wouldn't jump us?
Why didn't I dodge forward? I meant to dodge forward. Game, why? Oh, well. But yeah, Blood Angels are cool. I'm fine with them. Does anyone know anything about archery? And I need advice. I used to teach archery, which you need advice for. This week is my birthday and hitting 20. I'm both excited and nervous at the same time. Ah, cool. I'm hitting 20. That's a big milestone, man. My dad likes wood elves, and I like high elves and half elves. I'm fine with elves, but I like centaurs. Centaurs are awesome, man. Like, dude, like, it is so sad how underappreciated centaurs are in fantasy media. Like, have y'all realized that centaurs are so underrepresented in everything? Like, where is our centaur representation? You know? I mean, do y'all realize... Oh, good move. There we go. I'm gonna go help out my boy over here. Right, he's ready for those parries. Yeah, he's ready for those parries. I need to outthink him.
You lost Zone C. You captured Zone A.
All right, I know how to play this guy now. Anyway, where was I? Accidentally pressed enter on old message. Anyhow, is Sohei still heavily reliant on his gimmick, or have they made him viable in basic combat? He is more viable, but he still relies on his gimmick a lot. Will I be able to do a Warrior Zen stream next week? Yes, I should be able to do a Warrior Zen stream next week. Raven teaches archery? I used to, not anymore. I used to teach archery back in high school.
You lost Zone A.
Oh, the Raiders cringe. Bro, I gave you an honorable fight. What's this? Raiders cringe. Whoa! You're gonna wow me after you tried to gank me earlier? Come on, bro.
captured Zone C. You lost Zone A.
Turn B around. I'm heading to A. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Wow! Wow, bro! Wow! Wow, bro! Wow! Hold on, give me your roar. Give me your roar. There. I don't care if we lose or win. I just wanted to do that.
Zone C. Enemy team is breaking.
Good fight. Sing that good fight, bro. You better live. You better live. Run! Run, you coward! Run! Ooh, good fight, good fight, good fight! Oh my god. What an end to that fight. Hold on. Hold on. And he quits! No! Roar, baby! Roar! Yeah! Oh, boy. Boy gets all cocky because he kills me. Gets interrupted going, good fight, good fight, good fight. Runs for his life. Gets killed. Wow! Let's go. Let's go. I love it. Sorry. Where was I? Oh, yes. The objective amazingness of Centaurs. They have been so underrepresented. Do you realize that in Disney's Hercules, they did the heinous act of satyr washing Hercules' trainer? Yes, in actual Greek mythology, Hercules was trained by a centaur, but no, they had to satyr wash him into Philoctetes, a satyr. Are you serious? It was a centaur, and of course, they made the centaur in the movie a villain. Of course they did. Of course. This is blatant racism against centaurs. I will not stand for it. I will not stand for it. We need more centaur representation. You realize that all they did to centaurs in Harry Potter was they made them a bunch of, stupid stargazers? In fact, centaurs were present in the 5th Harry Potter book, but they barely showed them in the movie. They showed them maybe in 1 or 2 scenes, only one. When there was a centaur who was a teacher in the 5th Harry Potter book. They got Firenze to come in and be a teacher in the Harry Potter book. They didn't do that in the movie. No. Blatant centaur racism. Blatant centaur racism. Wasn't Percy Jackson's teacher a centaur? Yes, but Percy Jackson is cringe, and I will hear no arguments. And then, of course, if you look at anime, the only anime I can think of where they had centaurs are Monster Musume and Monster Girl Doctor. Very clearly ecchi style, rom-com style anime, but you never see any centaur in cool fantasy action, or shonen style anime. No, they don't do that. No, it's all about the dwarves and the elves and the lizard men and all these other cool races. But no, centaurs. Centaurs don't even get featured in one time I got reincarnated as a slime, where they have every fantasy race there is, but you don't see centaurs. They've got goblins, they've got slimes, they've got oni, they've got dwarves, they've got elves. No centaurs. It is racist. It is cruel. Centaurs have been so underrepresented in media. I will not stand for it anymore. This is my stand. I will die on this soapbox. Did you see my comment? No, I must have missed it. Hey, Raven, just wanted to pop in and say I really enjoyed the last stream. Can't wait to hear more about my boy Ethan. I hope y'all enjoyed Ethan's story, and there will be a centaur in it. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed that. At least Narnia had centaurs. Yes, Chronicles of Narnia is the only fantasy work that I can think of where they did my boy Centaurs justice. That scene where that one centaur, I can't remember his name, was charging down the White Witch. What a Giga Chad! What an absolute bro, just running her down, knowing he's gonna die, knowing he's sacrificing his life, and just runs her down. Kills that Minotaur boss too. That Minotaur who, like, tried to jump on him, just impales that dude and keeps on going. What a absolute unit that dude was. Why do people hate them? Because they're part horse. I'll bet if they were part fish, people would like them. Everyone's all about the mermaids. Oh, everyone loves mermaids. The Little Mermaid, My Little Mermaid, My Little Mermaid. Or is that how the song goes? Fuck, filthy mermaid lovers, you and your fin flippers. You fin flippers! How dare you? You don't come near me or my centaur ever again. Yeah, fish lovers. You like to fuck a fish?
Zone C. You capture Zone A.
Not a lot I could do there. I was low on health. Anyway.
You lost Zone A.
How do centaurs even mate? Carefully. I need advice aiming my bow because I'm getting my hunting license and I don't want them to suffer. In terms of aiming, that's going to be trial and error. One thing that often helps me, when you are aiming down, it also depends on the distance. It also depends on the distance that you're shooting. The further the distance, the higher you need to aim the bow because of drop-off. It also depends on how the draw strength of the bow. Like, there's a lot of things I need to know about your bow before I can tell you about that. But generally speaking, you want to use your finger and use that as a help to guide you. Some bows, will have an aiming assist, actually. But it also depends on the distance. It depends on the draw strength. There's a lot that goes into it. Like, I taught using competition bows, so it may be a little different. Good use of hyper armor.
Zone A.
Yeah, Highlanders, man. Anyway. Raven, calm down, bro. It's just a fantasy race. Just a fantasy race. Just a fantasy race. Centaurs are the future, man. I don't like Minotaurs, and didn't God of War have centaurs? I don't remember. Did God of War have centaurs? I don't remember. Hey, what's up, Chaos? How you doing, man? I'm used to recurve bows. That's what I shot growing up.
You capture Zone A.
They're all ganking in C. Let's go.
Zone C.
Is he just going to focus on B now? No, he's going to C now. Hang in there, Orochi. I'm coming. Not a lot I could do there. Game of God of War did have Centaurs, but it didn't matter. Huh. Centaurs need more love. They do, though. How's the stream been so far? Oh, we had fun in the first match. Right now, things are a little bit more difficult because we're up against a really good Highlander and a group that's really good at ganking.
You captured Zone C.
How am I doing right now? I've got 4 kills and 3 deaths. I'm not in the negative yet.
You captured Zone A.
Oh, crap. What killed? Wait, what killed me? What killed me? I just dropped dead? I legit just dropped dead. What killed me? I'm so confused.
You lost Zone A.
I had to make sure he bit it. Get it? Bit it? My rage at the inappropriate treatment of Centaurs has made me lose my mind. Not that I had one to begin with. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. What build would you run with them, Raven? I ran with one. I played a D&D campaign where I was a Centaur Paladin. I was a Centaur Paladin named Talia Sky. She was so awesome and kicked all kinds of butt. No, I'm not even gonna lie. You want to have a ball? Play a Centaur Paladin. No, they quit. I was lowest on my team and died the most times, but you know what? I put up a good fight. Here, I'm going to plant you something. Hey, Raven refused to give us any rides during the campaign. It was mean. I gave you a ride in the campaign. Don't you remember? Like, I let you get on my back so that you could look up through a ceiling and see into the second floor, remember? You had to stand on Jay's head. What oath did you make her? Oath of Vengeance. I think most people just tend to forget Centaurs are a thing since they're very underused. Exactly, but they should be more used. I'm sorry to say, but my goats that humans are far superior to those donkeys you call centaurs. Humanity for life. Yeah, now you see, I would say that. I would hear you when you say that, but I can't hear you from up here on my 4 hooves with 40 feet of movement while humans only have 30. And my hoof bonus attack just for my charge. I can't hear you over that. You gotta speak up. You gotta speak up. With your absolutely no racial benefit other than a few extra skill sets. So, yeah, I'm going to need you to talk a little louder. I can't hear you from up here. Let's just random it. Conk! Conk-a-donk. Alright. Why am I now thinking of Qualag from Dark Souls? Where would I post my bow? You could do it in my Discord server. Was Hannah a goblin, lizard folk, or halfling or kobold? She was a lizard folk. Centaurs deserve the same love Games Workshop gives Ultramarines and Space Wolves. They do! Centaurs, the hear me out race. Any wishes for the next 2 heroes? I want a paladin for the knights, and I want a samurai with a switchglaive. Sure. Raven, I have a job interview tomorrow. Good luck with that, man. Good job. Good luck. We're the most well-rounded jack of all trades. Yes, you are a jack of all trades, a master of none. Meanwhile, I'll just zoom on past you now. Try and keep up with me. Good luck with that. Nah, I'm just joking around. I like humans, too. In fact, my brother hardcore plays humans, like, exclusively. I hope the next Night Hero is super cool. He better be. What channel? As long as you ping me in it, I guess Ask Raven. That's fine. That fits Hannah. Well, Hannah has long dreamed of playing a raptor in a D&D campaign, and so that was as close as she was going to get. Until now, with that whole Legend of Evantris thing. All right, let's see if I can play. Let's see if I can play Conk well enough.
You lost Zone A.
I for some reason forgot that that was undodgeable. There was nothing I could do. Drone kept applying the pressure. And why is my Centurion quitting? Bro, that's not cool. Don't just quit. Would you let a gnome tame my centaur? No. Gnomes don't go anywhere near centaurs. What about ichthyocentaurs? They'd centaur mermaid hybrids? Hell no. Hell no. Centaurs for life. I got him. And pop! All right, Black Prior, we meet again. Parried that one. He never falls for that. There we go. I proved my superiority. Thank you, Valk. Good catch. Whoa, good light parry. Good catch. I'm gonna go heal. Oh no, their Black Prior quit. Not like this, bro. Not like this. Ocelot. Thank you, Warden. Appreciate it. I'm gonna stay right here and get my third feet. Stay right here and get my third feet for the Centaurs. My friend did a D&D campaign where our DM played a Centaur Warlock and I played a Storm Herald Barbarian and my cousin played an Oath of Ancient Paladin. That's cool. Raven, when's the next legend coming out? I don't know yet. Working on it. It's an Orochi legend. I'm referring to Hannah wanting to play Raptor. Oh, gotcha. Was Chiron good or evil mythology? He trained Hercules, so... Another Steven legend would be awesome. Yeah, I do need to do something more with Steven. Post it? Alright, I'll take a look later. How come I whiffed some of these guard breaks? Sohei's gone over there to hide out. No, he quits. Not like this, bro. I've heard people tell me that the roar for Conquer is different. Like, oh, the girl and guy sound different. No, they don't. Listen to this. They sound exactly the same. Gnomes are just dwarves on shrooms? No. Gnomes are annoying piss ants. Hey, Teddy T-Rex Youngblood. All right. Not bad, not bad. Are we close to completing our order? If we are, we'll just complete it and then call it. Let me see. Are we close? How close are we? We're not close. We're a little over halfway, but we're not close. We got to get 5 more matches. I'm not sure I can do 5 more. Actually, you know what? I see a team of friends coming in. Let's go ahead and do breach. Let's go ahead and do breach. We'll do 2 matches of breach and then we'll call it a night. 2 matches of breach and we'll call it a night, huh? Sick drip, by the way. Thank you. Especially the effect. How'd you get it? It was a limited time effect during the Prince of Persia event. But we'll do 2 breach matches, call it a night, and then tomorrow is Wednesday, which means we will either be playing D&D or we will be doing a Baldur's Gate 3 stream. It's been a bit since we touched Baldur's Gate, me and Lark. We need to get back on that. But depends on tomorrow. Depends on what happens tomorrow. Hey, we're in. Oh, we got Little Coconut with us this time. All right. Well, I've still got to play as a non-Vanguard, so let's random it up. That is a Vanguard. I can't play it. JJ! That we can do. Later, rain check. Where did we leave off in Baldur's Gate? I believe that we left off, didn't we just make it to the creche?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we just made it to the creche, which is ironic because in my other playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, I just made it to the creche then too. I'm playing a druid in my other playthrough. Ever consider Tom Clancy Division 2? I've played Tom Clancy Division 2, but I always feel so far behind everything. By the way, picked up Raider. You are not kidding, lying about how simple he is to pick up. Dude, Raider is a great character for beginners. If you are new to For Honor or on the Struggle Fest, pick up Raider. He is an incredibly good pick if you are new. He's not complicated to learn. His moveset is basic. He gets free hyper armor in his heavies. He gets a very easily access unblockable in his zone that he can throw twice in a combo. He has a very good soft feint capability. He's an overall really good damage dealer and a tank that can take damage. You're struggling in this game, play Raider. He is great. Now, there are people who are going to say, oh, but he's not as good as this character. I don't care how good he is compared to other characters. He's easy to learn. It's kind of like Muay Thai. You know, Muay Thai is a martial art that I trained in. People can say, oh, but it's not as pretty to watch as Kung Fu. It's not as military tested as Krav Maga. No, not worried about that. It is effective and it's simple to learn. That's why I love Muay Thai. It is effective and it is simple to learn. That's the key, and Raider is that. Have a good night, bro. All right, Chaos, take care, man. Glad you showed up. Glad you came. Feel free to show up anytime, my friend. I stopped the Shugoki, but at what cost? Anyway. Did you ever finish Baldur's Gate 3? No, I got all the way to Act 2, but didn't get past that. I need to play more of it. Fancy seeing you in the match. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh no, it's a competent raider! I need to heal. They added Solid Snake in Siege. Yes, I know. Siege, tell me you're scraping the bottom of the barrel without telling me you're scraping the bottom of the barrel. His special ability better be a cardboard box or they've lost. Need to go heal. Anyway. Hey Raven, do you play Skyrim? Yeah, love Skyrim. Ending is really good. Hopefully you finish the game on stream. Would love to see your reaction. Hey, you know, we're going to try. We are going to try. I mean, Lark and I are dedicated. Besides, I need to know how good the Cosmic Sorcery is in later levels. Actually, I downloaded this mod in Baldur's Gate 3 that gives so many more subclasses and stuff. One of the subclasses they give for Druid is Circle of the Dragon, which allows you to turn into a small dragon. And it's really cool. Like, I thought it was really awesome. Until I realized it kind of sucks. Like, it looked really cool, and in early levels it was really cool, until I realized it sucks. Because you might think, bro, you're a dragon. What's not cool about that? I mean, isn't it cool to be a dragon? Yeah, until you realize that a lot of the other wild shape forms are just objectively better. And you don't even get access to them anymore. That's the price. You can turn into a dragon, but you don't get any other wild shape forms. Like, you don't get Roth. I mean, you get the bare bones basics, like you get Spider, Badger, Wolf, and Cat. But you don't get Roth, you don't get Panther, you don't get Owl, you don't get Owlbear, you don't get any of it. You only get Dragon. And you might think, okay, well, at least Dragon's cool, right? You can be a dragon. Yeah, except for a few factors. Your movement speed as Dragon is the same as in your normal form, which means you don't get extra speed from flying. And your breath attack, you do have a breath attack depending on the element you choose. The breath attack is 2d6. And it does not increase until level 7. And how much does it increase, you might ask? It goes double. So yeah, until you reach level 7, your dragon's breath attack only does 2d6 damage. That means the max you can do is 12 in the element you choose. Do you realize how much that sucks? The wolf can do more damage than that in later levels. Do they have Centaur mods? No, but if they did, I'd only play that. I would only play a Centaur. I'm still playing Baldur's Gate 1. Oh, okay. T-Rexes are cool too. Yeah, I like T-Rexes. My apologies for using Kyoshin. I know you despise the character, but it's his hero fest. No, you're fine. I don't hate Kyoshin's in principle. I just hate the people who play them when they play them shitty. Like, for example, I can play Kyoshin. I can even enjoy playing Kyoshin. But I try not to play him like a dirtbag. But yeah, no, I tell you now with tears in my eyes, if they added a Centaur mod to Baldur's Gate 3, I would write up a check and say, put whatever number you want on that. I will play this game until the day I die. Want to know why? Because there's no game where you can play as a Centaur right now. Again, with the Centaur oppression, Centaurs are so underrepresented in media today. I was just telling everyone how they satyr washed the Centaur and Hercules for Disney. Disney satyr washed the Centaur that trained Hercules and had to go the extra mile by making a Centaur villain for Hercules to beat up right out the gate.
Well, you also got to consider they couldn't have Chiron beat Chiron after they got Danny DeVito to do what Danny DeVito was built in real life like an IRL satyr.
Then they could have gotten someone else. They could have gotten a real Centaur to voice Chiron. Don't we live in the...
Don't on Danny DeVito?
They could have gotten a real Centaur to voice Chiron. Why don't they do that?
Wait. Not everyone can get it right like Narnia does, okay?
Dude, that is, again, goated. Raider, I was just singing your praises earlier. Don't be an asshole now. Would you rather date a Centaur War Maiden or French Gnome? Centaur War Maiden. Centaur War Maiden. Centaur War Maiden. Centaur War Maiden. Like, that's not... Is that even a question? Did you ask that unironically? The question was, Lark, would I rather date a Centaur War Maiden or a French Gnome?
The problem is saying I rode my girlfriend is going to have two different connotations here.
Hey, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Hey, how did you get to work today? I rode my girlfriend. I asked how you got to work, not what you did last night. Oh no, sorry. I need to clarify.
Well, it's just like what did you do last night? It's like I rode my girlfriend. Like, oh, because she's a sailor. How'd you get to work? I rode my girlfriend.
I'm struggling. I'm insanely rusty. You'll get there, bro. You'll get there. Rep 51. I try to utilize his full kit. Hey, here you go. Speaking facts. Howdy, Raven in chat. Sorry I'm getting gone for so long. You're good, Spirit. Centaurs are the only group I can accept getting DEI hiring benefits. Exactly! No other group is worthy except for the Centaur! We won. All right, one more match and then we'll call it. Hey, the Forever King. How you doing, man? What satyrs and Pan do most in Greek mythology besides being tricksters? Sing songs, be goat people. I don't know. Raven, I know you enjoy Hatun. Any tips? Let me think. What's a good tip with Hatun? If you're near a wall and you get the guard break or the light parry when you're doing your 3-part hit, don't finish it. Do the initial impale, but then push them back into the wall because if they wall splat, your heavy follow-up does more damage. Also, when you're doing your charge attack, you can spam lights in different directions to throw off your opponent. It's very useful. Also, don't forget you can throw your attack from different directions, so don't be afraid to soft feint. Order's good tonight? Yeah. What are my thoughts on Minotaurs? They're okay. It depends on how they're being used, though. Like, for example, so if you're looking at the Minotaurs that are like full-on bull-headed monsters like what you have in Chronicles of Narnia, they're okay. I like them all right. They're cool. They're kind of badass. Random it. Peacekeeper. You know what? Let's run your girl. But if we're talking like what anime does to them, where they're really just big-boobed women with milk breasts and with hooves for feet and horns on their head, then it's like, yeah, titillating for sure, but not all that deep. You know, like, I prefer my monsters with a little bit of depth to them. Like, that's a funny thing, and I'll say this about Monster Musume. I'll say this about it. Monster Musume was an anime that I think should have been better than it was. Because whenever it went into, like the lore behind the monsters, or the biology behind them, or the culture behind them, it was fascinating. Like, I remember I was reading the manga, and we got to a part where Mia was taking the whole group to visit her family in the country of monsters. And we learn a lot about Lamia society, and I was kind of like, oh, this is really fascinating. This is really interesting. Like, it explains a lot about why Mia is the way she is. It explains about why Mia is such a bad cook. It explains how Mia knows so much about poisons. It explains why Mia is so clingy and so sex-crazed about Darling Coon. It all adds up. It made sense to me. But then it would take a break from all that to remind us, oh yeah, by the way, this is an ecchi. We're here to titillate the viewer. And I'm like, yeah, but whenever you do that, you don't do it well. Anyway. They did that to Minotaurs? Yeah, dude. Anime does weird stuff with Minotaurs. Got him. I had to focus a little. No one tell Raven about Monster Girl Encyclopedia. He'd hate it, probably. Oh, I know about it, and yeah, it's disgusting. I know about it, and it is disgusting. Like, the very idea of it is gross. I mean, I think that'd be a really cool concept to, like, have this planet or world where there are all these monster races and you have an explorer kind of going around studying them or learning about them and wanting to learn about them. But when every single one of them is just something for sexual gratification, it's like, that's gross. Is that all you see them as? Anyways, I've been trying to watch Breakblade. Okay. If all the new Season 1 hero skins are original characters, how will you be handling their respective story, reading, and analysis? All in one video over the course of the following weeks. It'll depend on how they handle it. It will honestly depend on how they handle it. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. You're not the only one who can deflect, bub. All right, pushing. Anyway, some of those enemies are just downright weird and cringe nowadays. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Because I think that you could have a really cool idea if you explored, like, the culture behind them. Without just going... But that's the thing, you know? Most people wouldn't watch a story about monster girls because they want to learn about the culture or background of the monsters that they are. They are like, can you frick it? Can I F it? Raymond, I'm in the same match with you. Oh, cool, Lord Thunder. Hell's Paradise Season 2 is goated. Haven't watched it. And then I'm also trying to watch Gundam Thunderbolt. Don't really care for Gundam all that much. I'm gonna go heal. Any theory on what the new Knight hero will be? Paladin, that's my hope. I'm wanting to get into Attack on Titan. The glaze is insane. I'm interested to see what the hype is about. I watched some of it. I lost interest quick. It just didn't impress me. Stood there and died like a Chad. I hope the new Wiro has a war spike. Nah, I hope that they have a war hammer and shield. I want them to be a paladin. I want their special move to be a divine smite. Imagine the devs made a Knight Hero Spartan Hoplite. I really don't think they'll do that, and if they do, I'm going to be furious at them. I'm not even kidding. If they make the next Knight Hero a Spartan, I'm going to be furious. I will be furious because it's such a slap in the face. No, no, guys. Ilaria can't be a member of the Knights because she doesn't identify with them. Never mind that she dresses like a knight, fights like a knight, and talks with the language of the Knights. Never mind that she speaks the language of Ashfeld. Never mind that she came from that. No, she's not a knight, guys. But this effing Spartan! They're a knight, guys, just so you know. Never mind that the pirate isn't a Wulin because she doesn't identify with the Wulin. Never mind that she, speaks Cantonese. Never mind the fact that she looks Wulin, that she has Chinese-style armor. Never mind that. But for the knights, this effing Spartan! The Centurion and Gladiator don't really seem like knights to me, but I'll excuse it. I'll allow it. Because technically medieval Europe, where the knights came from, did spawn from the Roman Empire. But if you actually tell me, yeah, no, we're not making the Spartan an outlander, we're making them a knight, I'm going to say, then break every rule. Break every rule already. Who gives a shit? Why do the Outlanders even exist if you can just add your frickin' hoplite hero to the Knights? Why do we even have Outlanders? Just throw them wherever. Pirate can be a Wulin. Magi can be a Viking. Aphira can be a Knight. Ocelot can be a Wulin. Who gives a damn? You made the Outlanders specifically to say, hey, we can now add warriors from different cultures and times than just the Knights, Vikings, Samurai, and Wulin. That's awesome. But let's add an Outlander who should, by all respects, be a Knight. And let's add a Knight who in no way is related to the Knights. Oh, but he wears armor. So do the Samurai. Oh, he uses a spear. So do the Samurai. He uses a shield. So do the Vikings. Why isn't he a Viking, huh? Sorry, do I sound angry about that? It just infuriates me. The whole reason the Outlanders were made was so that we could add heroes like Spartans to them. If you actually back off from the Outlanders and make the hoplite hero a knight, I will be meddled. Okay? I will be like, no, you've broken every rule. You've broken every rule that you claim to set down. It's just so dumb to me. It's so dumb to me. Everyone was complaining about the Outlanders' existence, and I get it, but I saw the good in it. You could do such unique stuff. Go beyond the Knights and Vikings and Samurai and Wulin. Add other things. Don't invade the existing factions with things that wouldn't make sense in them. No, add unique things, new things. You know what I mean? But now we've made it so an obvious knight is now an Outlander, and and if we actually make an obvious Outlander now a knight, I'm like, the Outlander shouldn't exist. All my attempts to, support them and defend them, no, throw it out the window. The Outlander shouldn't exist. They just shouldn't exist. We can put the Aphira and the Knights, Magi and the Vikings, Ocelot and the Samurai, Pirate and Hatun can both go to the Wulin, and Virtuoso can go to the Knights. The Outlanders don't need to exist at that point if you're actually willing to break your own rules that well. Anyway, I think I'm done ranting. I'll get off of my soapbox now. But we had a very fun night tonight. We won, I think, all of our matches. We got to have a good time. You got to hear me rant. And we got to finally bring some attention to the long and inexcusable mistreatment of centaurs in media. It's time for centaurs to take a stand and be put in the limelight. I'm going to write a story about a centaur now. I've got to. I'm like, guys, leave a comment under this video saying centaurs rights. Like CLM, Centaur Lives Matter. We got to do this now. We got to bring light to the centaur plight. Ooh, I like that. Bring light to the centaur plight. Bring light to the centaur plight. I like that. We're going to make that a t-shirt. It's going to be a logo. It's going to be cool. Y'all are all going to buy it. I'm going to put it in the Teespring store. You guys are going to buy it. You're going to support it. And you're going to stand up for your centaur brethren. Instead of putting a fist in the air, you're putting a hoof in the air. That's what it is. You don't have a hoof, you're going to find a hoof. You can't find a hoof, you're going to genetically change yourself to have a hoof. Because centaurs are the future, baby. That's how it is. I'm going to stop talking now because I'm starting to sound cringe. All right, guys, thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I had a really great time. Thank you all. I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. Take care.